Hey-ho, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight. Welcome back to RimWorld. We're now fully in 1.0. Honestly, I'm actually really liking this little base we've got here. It's nice and homey in its way. And I think the first order of business as we start this off, we've got like way too many dogs now. But that's cool because I like dogs. And we gotta name all of our animals. So I'm gonna call you Rough. Capitalized, man. Capitalized. It's a proper noun, a name. Alright, so you're Ruffles. You're, I'm gonna call you Dog Meat, because why not? That's definitely not a prophetic name, I promise you. Totally not. Totally. Alright, Muffalo number 5. You're gonna be called... You know what, I'm gonna call you Muffalo number 5. I'm gonna capitalize it. So it's like totally... That's totally your name. Muffalo number 5. Not to be confused with Mumbo number 5. But it would totally be understandable if you made that mistake. I'll call you Fives because I'm clearly running out of inspiration for names. I'm gonna call you Hugh. Hugh Man. Because why not? We're giving them last names now. Because that's also a totally reasonable thing to do. You're a female, Muffalo. You're number 7, so I'm going to call you July. Because 7th month of the year. Why not? And, I don't know. What do I call you? August isn't really a girl's name, is it? Augusta? Is that a girl's name? Sounds like it could be. Just throw an A at the end of anything and it makes everything feminine. Except in some places where it still stays masculine. And sometimes it can be both. Because a thing can sometimes be two things. And sometimes they can even be three things. But anyway, aside from that... Oh, we're actually already harvesting bits of rice? Alright. Look at all this. We've got all these happy little animals around. And that makes me happy. Alright, so you can all follow your masters, I guess, when they're not doing anything. The only one who's actually bonded to anyone is him. I don't want to train release, to be honest, because I don't want to train my animals to attack, because that just seems like the sort of thing that's only going to end in heartache, and I just can't, man. I just can't. Alright. Oh, and we also have some starvation, apparently. Why are my animals starving? Oh, you know what I should actually do? I've got a bit of an idea here. I'm gonna go ahead and shrink this zone just a little bit. That should be enough. Then I'm gonna create a new zone here. And this zone is going to be only for beer. And then I'll just let the animals wander in here as long as they're not eating my beer. Yeah. Or, no. Nothing but beer. That's what I meant. Keep up with me, game. You gotta understand what I'm thinking, not what I'm actually doing. Alright. Oh, wait. The animals can, in fact, eat in here. Alright. And, yeah. Just, turn off beer in this stockpile, and that should balance everything out to be just what I want. So if I look at the canine zone... Oh, I've actually, like, totally botched that. But now I've fixed it. Then again... Alright, with the understanding that these animals are gonna just eat me out of house and home here, let's just keep hunting everything and basically butcher the entire map. At least that way we'll stay on top of things. And that's kind of important, honestly, at this point in time. I mean, between our massive herds that are, like, eating the map dry... Oh, that also reminds me, on the stream, it has been brought to my attention that apparently, if I grow daylilies, when these are fully grown, our Muffalo will actually eat them. So I'll kind of extend this over here. And what is the pasture zone looking like right now? Yeah, let's extend the pasture. This is why growing grass would be totally useful. Totally useful. But alas, we can't, so I guess we gotta go with the daylilies. And pasture B is over here, and well, I guess we don't really need to expand it over there, but we'll extend it up here towards the river. A little ways back. I mean, I'm not planning on staying here, as we well know by this point, but I might, for reasons that are unknown and uninscrutable even to myself, I may end up staying here for a while. Because it is a very nice place. I should do something with all this stone as well. Oh yeah, I do. We have this. And we're filling this place out nicely. So let's zoom in. So you can say like, hey, get all these rocks out of here. So I mean, we're gonna chuck them somewhere anyway, but we might as well, yeah, take care of this stuff. All right. So everyone is basically, they have their jobs to do. Everyone is doing pretty good. We're making lovely parkas, which is great. Keep it on top of things. If we go back into the world, we could always go back to here to do some trade, or I guess walk over here. 1.2 days or 0.5 days. I mean, yeah. It really works either way, I guess. Because we might want to sell some of this stuff. I might actually want to make this bigger. I mean, all the wood we have is actually also starting to concern me a little bit. And the lack of cleaning that's getting done around here. Like, this is pretty bad. But I have some confidence that it's gonna balance out. Also, you know what? I really should stop with using these cheap butcher spots and actually start using a proper butcher's table. I don't think this table will block the vent. I hope it doesn't anyway. Because that would kind of suck. But, you know, that's sometimes life, man. Also, if I doubled up these walls, that would also make things somewhat better. Oh yeah, okay, I do have these. Am I growing hops anywhere? I am. Okay. But, I mean, we've got lots of stuff. This is just a hunting accident waiting to happen, by the way. I'm waiting for it. It's gonna happen. Also, we still have those architect limbs lying around, don't we? Or do we? What are those even stored under? Not under that. Or under that. I mean, maybe I have installed them already. Which, I mean, if they're not showing up here, then yeah. And I don't see them here. Oh, wait. Architect leg. So, where does it show up under my stuff? Because I'm not seeing it right now, which concerns me. Huh. Okay, I mean, maybe I'm just blind and it is, like, right there and I'm just not seeing it. So, you know what? We won't worry about those things. We know that there is a leg here. And it doesn't look like there's any other legs at the moment. Why am I smoothing this? Oh, yeah, I guess clearing stuff. I don't really need to worry too much about clearing this, to be honest, but I kind of want to just to make sure. Though, having all this be wood is also pretty terrible. But we do have a lot of wood lying around. But then again, we have a wood-fired generator, so that'll hopefully balance things. Maybe I'll get rid of this solar panel and just have wood generators. That way we're constantly using the wood. Oh, yeah, and we can swap this out to butcher stuff. Do it forever. Get rid of that. Oh, yeah, I gotta remember. We've got the ability to... Not that. Yeah, I gotta remember about this, like, copy and paste stuff, which we can also do over here, as was helpfully pointed out to me in a comment in a video a couple episodes back, and then I only just started getting on top of, and, like, actually doing stuff with in Are our dogs getting killed? Because I am a little scared they might be getting killed. You know what? I'm actually going to I'm gonna shrink the canine area a little bit more. Like, I like them helping with the hauling. Like, that's good. But there is a part of me that's scared of them getting too far away from home and then getting murdered. Murdered in a horrible, horrible fashion. And that would make me sad, so let's not make Gaming by Gaslight sad. Because you wouldn't like me when I was sad. Get all whiny and sobby and cryy. And all kinds of other unfortunate, emotions that are not terribly attractive in a, you know, a Let's Play type setting. And, you know, we wanna be only the most attractive of Let's Players on YouTube and whatever other sources we may happen to find ourselves on. There we go. Besides, I mean, we're still letting them get dangerously close, in my opinion, to the edge, but this is better-ish. So, yeah. And I mean, we're kind of at this point where, like, we don't really have any big threats right now, because Randy, I mean, he's cooking something up, don't you worry. But for now, all we really have to do is just focus on getting ourselves ready for whatever's coming next, whether that's, you know, a danger on this map, or possibly, whatever comes when we hit the road again. Alright, so yeah, okay, and we're keeping the tameness going. So that's also gonna start eating up our resources as well. Which is always concerning, just a little bit. Alright, so yeah, we are focusing on making survival meals first, and vegetable stuff later. Alright. Yeah. I might sell some of the dogs. I don't feel terrible about selling dogs, because, you know, people sometimes do that. And I like to imagine on the Rim that people are friendly. But then again, I mean, it would make for an interesting challenge to try to keep all these animals alive. But then again, I kind of... Actually, you know what? I might actually just enable the neuter animal mod just to keep our dog population under control. Just neuter all the men. As one does. And it also occurs to me, it might even start making sense to maybe start specializing a little bit more, like making sure that we have one or two people who are just researching. And one or two people, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off now. And one or two people that are just cleaning. And, oh yeah, let's also see, who do I want to give the bionic leg to? Or the architect leg. I mean, I could give it to Yor, just so that he has balanced legs. Or I could give it to Arisen. I mean, giving them to Arisen and Rick so that they can, like, do their job of, like, being the guys who, like, kite the enemy in and then running away. Yeah. You know what? I think I'll do that. I'll give you a left leg. This may end up being a horrible, horrible mistake, but, you know, time will tell. And also, all of you lazies, get up. It's time to start the day. Sam, what are you doing? It's daytime. Get up. Get working. It's okay if Shalimar there is just lying around, but I will not tolerate it with anyone else. Also, are all the pups trained? I mean, I might as well train obedience on all of them, right? That just makes sense. And then we can train them to rescue and haul and stuff. That way they can earn their keep. Instead of, you know, just being moochers on society. Well, honestly, a dog simply being present is adding value to society, in my opinion. And if you disagree, you're a dick and you don't know what you're talking about. So, yeah. I will fight you on that. No, I wouldn't fight you on that. I'm just not an aggressive person. But would I fight for something if I genuinely believed it was a good cause? Maybe. I'd like to think I would. But I also know that I'm kind of, well then again, I guess you never really know how brave you truly are or how committed you are to an ideal until, you know, you're actually challenged. It's all well and good to say, oh, I would totally fight for my freedoms and blah, 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 blah. But then, you know, how many people who say that would, like, totally be, like, the first one to be running away or, I should hunt this warg before it kills us. Or, you know, doing some other thing to get out of service. Or whatever. These are the questions one must ask themselves, I suppose. What would you do? I mean, I'm like asking hypothetically. Speaking, you know, I'm not really looking for an answer. I'm just kind of pondering stuff that's apparently floating through my head at the moment. As we try to keep things going here. Because I have to admit, the fact that Randy hasn't thrown, you know, any challenges at us. They have such adorable little skulls, don't they? Except for this guy who has no head. Anyway. Yeah. Like, Randy's been quiet this episode so far, and that does mildly concern me. I'm actually tempted to tame a couple of boomalopes just so that we have a free source of chem fuel. And also, you know, if we absolutely needed it, some, like, kamikaze bombers, but, you know. I find, for me, that very rarely works the way I hope. Though I hear if you want, like, the whole, like, boomalope, or boom something, kamikaze, runs, you want to be breeding boom rats for that, because they apparently breed really quick. And they die easier because, you know, being small, they have fewer hit points. So they're more likely to get killed when, like, actually being attacked. And since they're small, it also presumably makes them slightly harder to hit, maybe, possibly. So they can get closer before exploding. And because they explode smaller, they're not quite as messy when they do go up. And they manage to stay somewhat self-contained. Which isn't too bad. And also, if I wasn't committed to the whole getting off this planet thing, I would totally probably just stay here. Actually, you know what else? I'm going to go into the options and we're going to bump it up to merciless. I mean, I guess if I want to keep action constant with raids, I guess we should go to Cassandra, but I like Randy better because Cassandra, for me, I find, like, at least maybe it's changed in the last few updates since I've played with Cassandra as the storyteller. But I find, like, she kind of, like, constantly sends raids. Like, you can be just recovering from the last raid when another one shows up. Whereas with Randy, he, like, he keeps it pretty good, pretty casual. You know, it mixes things up, but they stay interesting. I should consider actually, like, building some solid walls, at least. Actually, instead of building floors, I should have built walls here. Because, like, then raiders would still be able to come through here. But it would still kind of, like, filter them a little. In fact, I guess if I just got rid of these sandbags, and, except maybe along here, just put, like, a row of sandbags along this, and then had walls, double thick walls, actually. Well, I guess triple thick walls, maybe, because, you know, we've already got this here, or maybe just single thick walls of stone, and this would be, like, our inner thing for, like, getting around places. And, yeah, we could do something with this, I'm thinking. Oh yeah, and these are already made out of stone. So, yeah. I mean, this could be a bit of a block here. I don't know. I've got some ideas for what we could do, but I don't even know if we're going to stay here long enough for it to matter. Also, as you probably noticed, we fast-forwarded quite a few days since the last episode. I mean, the episode's almost over, and I'm only just now mentioning that fact, but, yeah, that's a thing. We might want to migrate our animals over to the other pasture, because, again, as you can see, they are... Oh, shite. Okay, we're fairly far away. He should totally... There we go. Oh, you shot out his eye. Oh, Sir is being smart. He's going to keep shooting it from over there. Oh. Oh, you got distracted, apparently. Oh, and Rascal is gonna haul it back. Jolly good. No one's really getting around to chopping these plants, though, but I guess that's because everyone's got a lot on their plate already. Alright, and we are making more patch leather. You know, I think to myself, let's turn off Frumbo fur. I mean, we haven't actually even killed a Frumbo yet, but I'm just thinking about it, because if I recall correctly, Frumbo fur is, like, some of the best in the game as far as, like, defensive stuff is concerned. So it's probably worth, yeah, keeping it around. Alright, and we are getting some nice, limestone blocks here, so I am gonna go ahead now, and, actually, I could extend the storage so that, no, that is an accident waiting to happen. If we were to include this in the storage room. It's already, roofed, so that's pretty cool, but, yeah. There we go. And I mean, there's already floors here, so all we need to do is, just destroy all this, and... Alright. Though I've got to say, it's looking... I think we've hit a critical mass where it's just not going to make sense to allow any other animals to... Oh god, and our dog is pregnant again. At least the muffalos aren't getting any of that stuff. Though I guess what I could do is just have all the male animals... What the balls are you doing? You idiot! Why would you eat? Why? 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 You are dumb. Dumb as a sack of rotting potatoes, man. Alright. Okay, so now we gotta have, like, a separate thing just for the drugs and medicine. Alright. Well, actually, I might as well extend it in here as well. Alright, so all drugs. Put all the drugs in here. Why would you even eat that? That is such a stupid feat. Well, then again, no, I say that, and yet my dog Ace has eaten too many things that he really shouldn't for me to say that's a stupid thing. Could you, what do you mean, no stack? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. That hurt. That hurt. Why would you do that? I loved you. You were part of the pack, and you did this to us. Why do you do these things? Why are you dropping meat there, you silly? Oh, boy. Alright, if it starts raining, I'm gonna kill all these boomalopes on the map. I mean, I could just start killing the boomalope. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. That's rather unfortunate. Where is Sam? I didn't even realize that was a thing that could just randomly happen. Oh, come on. You're in nature. It's beautiful. And also another mod that would make things slightly easier, the Nature is Beautiful mod. I keep thinking about all the cool mods. I shouldn't. This is a vanilla playthrough. Let's stick with it. Let us stick with it and, you know, yeah. Commit to what we have committed to, or something of that general nature. Alright, good. Man, we've got a lot of stuff though, don't we? Possibly too much stuff even, some might say. Anyway, I looked down at the timer, and this is probably the right time to wrap this episode up, so until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking, and I will see all you in the next video.